The notion to promote entrepreneurship and entrepreneur culture, to inspire future and current entrepreneurs, to understanding being focused and building capacity to grow their business. Here is a success story of entrepreneurs who believes that in life, in work, and in business, you will always be rewarded in direct proportion to the value of a contribution to others. This is my success story. This is my success story.
My name is Bola Awosika. I'm the CEO of Bevent Logistics Synergy, the Chief Coordinator of Nigeria Event Industry, and here is my success story.
This is my success story. She is one of Nigeria's successful female entrepreneurs. Bola Awosika is a graduate of industrial chemistry from the University of Lagos. She started her entrepreneurship career at age 18 when she opened her first boutique as a year one student. She also started her event planning business in Abuja as a youth corper. She has handled a lot of events successfully for both corporate organizations and private individuals. Meet Bola Awosika, a serial entrepreneur. She is the CEO of Bevent Logistics Synergy, La Viva Global Ventures, and La Viva Ventures. She is also the convener of the annual fair of Nigeria Event Industry, a platform set up for event vendors. Here is a success story. This is my success story.
We definitely can't do without food and drinks. Tastebud is a cook, drink and healthy lifestyle show, showcasing the preparation of easy meals and cocktails as well as discussing healthy lifestyle tips. On Tastebud, we teach you how to prepare mouth-watering meals, dining on a budget, preparing delicious meals from leftovers, showing you kitchen tricks and healthy lifestyle tips. Join me on MITV every Saturdays from 8:30 to 9 p.m. For sponsorship and advert placement, please contact the numbers showing on your screen. Tastebud, pleasing to taste.
This is my success story. Many thanks for joining us on my success story.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm happy to be here.
Alright, let's start with who Bola Awosika is. Who is Bola?
Yeah, my name is Mrs. Bola Awosika Awosika. Bola Awosika is the last born of a family of 9. I'm a graduate of industrial chemistry from the University of Lagos. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I'm an event planner by profession. I'm a hair consultant by profession. I'm a contractor by profession. I'm a property expert by profession. The journey has been interesting. Entrepreneurship journey is tough. It's not easy, but it's a journey that is interesting. There is no thing that is the same.
Alright, so let me come in there. You are a graduate of industrial chemistry from the University of Lagos. You studied industrial chemistry quite well, yes, and then you have been in this entrepreneurial business since you were 18 years old. When you were a core member, you also did a lot of events. You also organized a lot of events in Abuja, and also you have different businesses. Tell us about this entrepreneurial journey and how have you been able to manage this business?
Okay, well, basically, I would say I started my business life at age 14, not even 18.
Okay.
I remember at age 14, I was approached to be a model. And you know, as a young teenager, you want to buy some stuff, your mom is like, no, I cannot buy this for you, I'm not doing that. I was approached to be a model. And I started modeling at SS1 then, we'll call it class 4. It was not the SS system. And that was how I started making my own independent money. So obviously I wasn't dependent on my mother. I lost my father at age 7.
Wow.
You know, so I wasn't dependent on the family for anything. You know, I started making my own money, doing my own stuff. So from age 14, I was financially comfortable. So at age 18, before I went into uni, like after I got my admission, I decided that, okay, you know what, before that, anytime I travel, I buy things. I've always been very fashionable. So I have people that literally will buy my clothes off my back.
Okay.
It's like, oh, I want this, your shirt, I will, you know. So I started that. I was just like, you know what? I'm going into school now. I won't have time to be taking stuff from one place to the other. Let me open a shop. And my family house is just like 10 minutes from University of Lagos. So I had my first shop as an undergraduate at age 18. And I remember the funny thing was, as a student, I had my car and I had my store. So when I'm in school and I see my lecturers, I will come down from the car, come and kneel down and greet them. And they were like, young entrepreneur, young entrepreneur. That was what my teachers used to come there and call me. So even in class, they were like, what your other mates want to do when they finish, you're already doing it now.
Yeah.
So please come and tell us how to do it. So my lecturers always used to use me as an example in class. But you know, success must make you very humble. You must be very humble. So my lecturers will say, don't mind Awosika. She will see you from 1 mile, she'll pack and come and be kneeling down to greet you, you know, because I didn't think I was special. I just felt God gave me that grace and wisdom to do what I'm doing. And then why did I read industrial chemistry? I've always been self-sufficient. So I was going to read mechanical engineering, which was what my father read. He was the first Nigerian general manager of Nigerian Railways. And I hate maths. I hated maths. I still hate maths till today. And I said, okay, I don't want to do engineering because I would have to do maths. So I said to my elder sister, what can I do? She said, okay, industrial chemistry. I said, okay, what do I get from industrial chemistry? I said, well, you learn to do a lot of things. You go into production. You can have your own factory. I've always liked beauty. Even as far back as then, at the time that we go to the cosmetic store, come out with stuff, and then by the time I mix everything, I remember as far back as 15, I used to use honey on my face. I don't use soap on my face. I've never used soap on my face. You know, so it was very funny. And she said, okay, you know, you like to mix things. Go and read industrial chemistry. So my purpose of reading industrial chemistry is to learn about production, because it teaches you the business side of production. So you know, you won't have a factory now. Somebody is calling a mixer for you as a tank because you don't know.
Yeah.
So and then unfortunately for me, I got in there, and for 5 years I did engineering courses. You know, so I was like, if I'd known better, I could have just done my mechanical engineering, because industrial chemistry is half engineering, half chemistry.
All right.
So that's my story.
All right, that's wonderful. You have an event industry which you tagged Nigeria Event Industry. What actually led to that initiative?
Okay, well, Nigeria Event Industry is a platform I created in 2006.
Okay.
I've been in the event industry for 15 years.
Wow.
I started my event career as a youth corporate in Abuja. And how did I start that career? I go into people's parties and I don't sit down. I see all the faults. So I'm that person that is walking up and down, that is calling the caterer, calling the vendors. And then my friend just said, you do this thing free, why don't you register a business? So that was when I registered my business, then in 2007, Bevent Logistics Synergy in Abuja. And then when I registered it, I served with the Ministry of Health.
Wow.
I was in the minister's office, so that opened doors for me. So by the time I share my business cards and all that, and then when our minister would have a party, I would organize it.
Wow.
So that opened doors, and that was Abacha time. So
Okay.
that opened doors for me. So I was able to get jobs, and then I started doing the event thing. And even then, obviously, as soon as I got to Abuja, I transferred my shop. Because, you know, that brings you steady sum of income. So I had everybody in Abuja buying from my stuff. Senegalese era, I was one of the pioneers in Nigeria. There were just 3 of us. Wow. Anybody that needed to buy Senegalese would call me. Then I used to go to Senegal like every 10 days, you know. It was just a very, very entrepreneurship drive. It's just a very long drive filled with different things. There's never a dull moment.
All right, now let's talk about event planning. I know there will be a time where you have more than one event to handle a day, the same day. How have you been able to cater for such events, and were they successful?
Managing, the beauty of being an event planner is there's always crisis.
Okay.
So as an event planner, your event starts from the day your client gives you that brief. The day of the event is the final. So basically, if you have worked well planning that event, you'll be able to do it. How I've been able to do this so far is I have good teams together. Then my major success story is from beginning, I have a coordinator, a lead coordinator for every event. And what I do is I make sure that my client knows this coordinator, builds a relationship with that coordinator, and is comfortable enough with that coordinator. I found out that when my coordinator and my clients are so in sync, they don't even miss me. So you find out that even if I'm going to have 3-4 events on a day, they don't even need me. At the end of the day, they gave the job to be events. And that is a company, not Bola Awosika, an individual. So I think with that kind of mentality, it's not a problem.
So now let's now talk about you being able to manage this business with your family. How have you been able to do that?
You see, in life, you make choices. And you must make choices that will go along with you forever. You must have a partner that understands you. My husband knows first that I am a businesswoman, so it does not disturb my career. Now, having said that, as a good wife, you will not be going away for a job and not have made provision for your husband, for the family. Yes. So you must put your family first. Everybody has a space in your life, and then as a good event planner, everything should go seamlessly. I know that I have a home, I have a husband, I have to do what I have to do. Like my daughter, and then another thing is, if you have children, let them have a passion in what you do. Even if they don't want to do it, let them know about it.
Yeah.
So that if you are not there, they understand. Like my daughter, from when she was 4, she used to go for events set up with us. In fact, she gets excited. She's like, Mommy, are we going? We're going to sleep there. You are going to buy us food. Because it's exciting for her. She learns to do things, different things. And in primary school, she was a head event planner in her school. In secondary school, she planned all their school events. She went to a Catholic boarding school, and when they're doing anything, they will call her and say, come and plan it, because she had that experience, so that passion. Now she's in America, she's in high school. That knowledge she learned from me, she's taking it there, she's working with it. So carry everybody along, and then always have a backup plan. I have a maid in my house. I have good team in the office. I have good team at the event center. And then I've always done my business in a way that you must all be able to stand alone.
Yeah.
I do not believe I have to be at my business for it to run.
Yeah.
We go abroad, we go into stores abroad. Do you know the owners? No. But you go in there, do your business and get out. That's my motto as well. So I tell people, but Nigeria, unfortunately, we have this mentality of, oh, I have to see you. I have to deal with the owner. And I tell my clients, no, you don't have to see me. You are giving a job to a company. The company is not just me. I have a team.
Yes.
So work with my team. If there's a problem, then you can report to me. But if everything is going on plan, well, why do you need to talk to me? So that's my motto. Put a good team in place. Pay for good service. Mentor people, and things will work out.
All right, now let's talk about the challenges you face when planning an event, because you know that there are so many people that can come to you, difficult people. So how have you been able to manage them, and the challenges, how have you been able to surmount those challenges?
Like I said, no event is the same.
Yeah.
And challenges differ every day based on the location of your event, based on clients. I remember starting off my event career, I decided to do corporate events.
Okay.
Because with corporate events, they're professional.
Yeah.
They have a team.
Yeah.
And then they pay well.
Yeah.
And then they respect you as a professional. Now talking about weddings in Nigeria, weddings are the next big thing, because some wedding you could spend 100 million, 200 million. Now you find out that when you're planning a wedding, you are talking to 1,000,001 people. The mother of the bride will come, the auntie of the bride will come, the mother of the, you have 1 million people talking to you. So the first law as a good event planner is you tell your bride or your client, depending, usually it's the parents of the bride or the groom that employs you. You ask them, who do I take direction from? Now when they tell you, take direction from me, now if anybody comes to offer a suggestion, you're polite, but you tell them, sorry, my authority is to my person. So if you have anything to say, kindly meet that person politely. Now you're a professional. Nobody should teach you your job. So that is me. My clients know me. They're like, oh, Auntie Bola does not take time. She just take rubbish. In fact, people will be telling them that that your event planner, she's not even looking at us. I'm like, because if 10 people come to meet me, how do I get my job done? Leave me to do my job. It's taking me average a month to put this event together. I'm sure you know that we've done our homework. If there's a problem, we have plan A to Z. So I don't need distraction. If you need something, all well and good. Like I have a policy. When I'm planning an event and I give my clients a code, they're like, it's 500 guests. Why do you need 6 coordinators? Why do you need this? I'm like, I need your guests to be satisfied.
Yeah.
I have a coordinator for every major service, meaning I have a food vendor, I have a drinks vendor, a drinks supervisor, a food supervisor. I have people handling everything. Even my client has a personal PA for that day. So everything is put in check. So for me, at every event I have an office. Now my office is where I view what is going on from, and that's where, like I said, I'm the police for that day. I'm looking for what will go wrong and be able to put it in check. And that's why an event planner should have a good team, so you can supervise what your team is doing. But if you're too engrossed into the event itself, you cannot see the problem. But for me, because I am out of the event and my clients know me, they're like, oh, you're looking for Bola, she's in her office. I would have carved the niche out. She's in her office supervising what is going on. So with that, you're able to get things right. And then what I realized is, we're all human beings. Your approach matters, and that's why I tell people the way you're viewed is how you're spoken to. When I go anywhere, I command authority. So before you talk to me, you will look at me and assess that, okay, I should speak to this person this way and not that way.
This is my success story.
What we're gonna do now is go back.
Unleashing that nostalgic feeling with a psychedelic moment. Make that move and groove right now. It's about time to get your groove on as we reckon with the hits from the past. Showing on MITV every Sundays 4 to 4:30 p.m. For advert placement and sponsorship, call the numbers on your screen. The Groove. Get your groove on.
This is my success story.
I understand you've organized different types of events, so many. So now, which one do you? It's your first break. You see that? Yes, I really did organize this event.
Okay, about 6 years ago, I've been planning events for AMCON, and through the network, you must have good network. I met Aliko Dangote. They were going to open the Obajana cement factory, and it was a very, very big project. And there were so many other bigger event companies there. And fortunately, I got the brief. It was a 5,000 capacity event. It was in Obajana in Kogi State. We were there for a week. It was a successful event. You see, sometimes when you have such events, that's what makes you, because you are seen basically worldwide. And people look at you and say, if you can handle a client or somebody of that capacity, then you can handle. So I look at that and I say, kudos, the Dangote event. Now, the current Oni of Ife is a personal friend, and I remember his 40th birthday. He has an island in Agbe Beach Resort, and we were going to move all the guests from different locations to Inagbe, and they were going to be there for 3-4 days. And we had to create activities for 3-4 days for people. That was an experience. That was a success as well. And for me, my glory at the end of the day is seeing everything put together, because you start everything off on a paper. You start everything with a floor plan, and then you actually see it actualized, and you see people coming to you and complimenting you. And then the most important thing is, do you get something back from that referral? got your number, that's my satisfaction.
Alright, now let's talk about what inspires you when planning an event.
What inspires me? Success. I do not suffer fools gladly. I hate to fail. Failure is not in my dictionary. So anything that will make me fail is a no-no. But I have one motto: when you fall, dust yourself, get up and walk again. So those are the things. If you are success driven, I'm not money driven. Money comes with the package, yes. But I'm success driven. I'm always networking. I'm always building my brand. So you should first talk about success, networking. The money automatically comes along. I remember when I was going to set up my event center, it was all funded by clients. Like, I like your drive, I like your passion.
Yeah.
What is your plan for in 10 years time? I said my dream is to have an event. I said, get me your business plan.
Wow.
I have business proposals for business I want to do in 10 years time.
Wow.
At any point in time I sit down, like I'm a serial entrepreneur.
Yeah,
I have so many businesses. I'm into hair, I'm into beauty, I'm into property. I do different things, but I do it well, and I have teams behind every industry.
Okay, now as an entrepreneur, what is your greatest regret?
My greatest regret is, I remember when I finished from university and I was looking for a job, and I got a job in Chevron. But then, mind you, I started making money from age 14. I was self-sufficient, I was financially able. Now, when you're financially comfortable at a very young age, it's difficult to manage you because you become a boss.
Yeah.
And then you don't want to work. You don't want to do yes man for anybody.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, do I want to work? How much do they want to give me? I'm making money. Let me not work. So I lost that job in Chevron. 10 years down the line, I ran into my colleagues that were in university together, and they are now directors, and they're telling me, oh, I'm in Mexico, and I'm here, and they're showing me their portfolio. They have like 10 houses, and that money that I was chasing so early, they have 10 times what I have, trust me. I'm grateful for where I am, but like I would tell any entrepreneur, have a career, then have a passion. Your career will fund your passion. Your career has a lifespan. Your passion never dies until you die. So you can start your passion at age 60. Like look at Kentucky Chicken. Was it not at age 70 he discovered the recipe?
Wow.
It was a general. It was an army general. So your passion will always be there. But please have a career.
Alright, now let's talk about your leadership style. Yeah, you're this kind of person that you're so when it comes to work, you just work, you don't want to be distracted. Now, how would you describe your leadership style?
Like I have a name in the industry. If you say Bola Awosika, people will be like, who is that?
Bola.
If you say Bevent, they will be like, I think. If you say Be Fire, they say yes, we know her. That's my name in the industry, Be Fire. Because I come into a place and I'm speaking, I am leading, I am the person in authority. So you must listen to me.
Yeah.
And my leadership style is, you must be smart. I don't like people that ask foolish questions. I don't entertain when you don't think. Because this industry we're in is an industry where you must have your brain locked on every time. Because a client is giving their event to you, maybe their wedding, their birthday.
It's a lifetime.
Yes. They want you to create an experience for them.
Yes.
So how can you call the client on the day of the party and say, hey, sir, what time will you be ready? No, you give the client the time. Ma, the photographer is in your house at 7. I will give you a wake-up call at 6 o'clock. Now you know you've taken that burden off that client. The client is like, hey, this is my event planner, you know. So you must have plan A to Z. When you come into my space, I tell you who I am. I tell you my leadership skills. I tell you my good and my bad. And it's not a big deal for you to cry. So you cry, you get better.
Yeah.
The first person that taught me how to be who I am today has played so many roles in this country as a leader. And he will tell me, you must have a timeline. Till now, I have a timeline. Every day I write at night, I wake up 4 a.m. every day, and I'll write out my timelines for the day and put alarms on. So at every hour, I know what I'm supposed to do. You must be organized. So you cannot work with me and not be organized.
Alright, Bola, now let me ask you some personal questions, Bola. Okay, what's your favorite food?
Right now, my favorite food is Oziza soup. It's an Igbo soup made with different things. It's a bit like white soup but it has a leaf. It's very nice. We usually network every Sunday. It was from there I ate it and I'm glued to it. So I would say Oziza is my best food.
Your favorite color?
My favorite, I'm loud.
Okay, yes.
I'm loud. Okay. So it depends on the mood, it depends on the occasion, but I must be bright. But I've also found out that black, even though it's dark, brings out your beauty. So I think for me, I'm an Aryan by my star. I was born in March, so we are fiery, we are vibrant, we have, so anything works for me as long as it has a statement behind it.
Your favorite destination of all time?
I love anything to do with the sea. I love anything to do with water. So for me, every year I make sure I go to one destination. I've been to Maldives, I've been to Seychelles, I've been to Miami. I love to travel. So my favorite destination, anywhere there's water, you'll find me there.
Alright, what's your favorite book of all time and which one are you reading presently?
Funny enough, social media has messed a lot of us up. Before, I used to read 3, 4, 5 books, but lately I've not been reading. Social media has more like been the book we're reading because we need to catch up with the trend and everything. But I was introduced to a book. Unfortunately, I can't remember the book now, the name of the book, but it's a leadership book. And I think the older you get, life is not about reading novels anymore. You need to educate yourself. You need to leave a legacy behind your brand. So nowadays I read more leadership books. I read more Christian books because I am a Christian. I'm very passionate about God, and I preach God as well. So for me, those are the things that matter at the end of the day, because everything in this world, we're going to leave it here and go forward.
So tell us what makes Bola happy.
Success. I wake up every day and I just come up with different challenges and different things. And my husband will be like, you this woman, you started again. You have not finished this one. You are jumping on this one. I'm like, God has given me the strength. I can multitask. In fact, I'm best. You get the best out of me when I'm under pressure because I get things done. So for me, that's just it.
All right. So finally, what advice do you have for young entrepreneurs? Like there's so many youth out there and thinking of owning a business of their own. So what advice do you have for them?
If you're starting a business on your own, you're going to have more bad periods than good times.
Okay.
You must save from the good times for the bad period. Don't ever give up. Have mentors. Have people in that business that you can talk to. Don't be too proud when you make a mistake to say you're sorry. And then be 100% focused on that business. Because trust me, there are times where you want to leave that business. There was a year I did not even have 2 events. And I had overhead. I had salaries to pay. I had things to do. For any other person, they will quickly leave that business and run to another thing. But because that is my passion, I was at it. But another thing is, you must have other sources of income. No good entrepreneur depends on one source of income. So that's the number 1 rule. Whatever you're doing, have other sources of income. And that's why I said you can have a career and have a passion. So your career funds your passion. So in case you lose your job, you have that passion to fall back on until you get a career. And then please do not be a school dropout. Have your first degree certificate. Now first degree is not that big deal anymore. You must have masters. Have those 2. Because if everyone has business, you have that. And lastly, please read something that is useful. Do not go into university and go and read courses that at the end of the day you can never make anything of it. That's 4 years of your life you can never regain. So make sure you're doing something you're passionate about. And I think with those 4 major points you cannot go wrong.
All right, thank you, Bola, for sharing your success story with us.
Thank you very much for inviting me. I hope you invite me one more time.
Yeah, because I know the success is still on.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much.